Now, we often hear people talk about guilty pleasures, those little indulgences we have that make us feel good, even though they may not be good for us.
And for many of us, it's retail therapy, spending hours in the shops, finding that special pair of shoes or handbag, and then paying way too much for it.
Way too much. While owning that special thing might feel great for a moment, the come down just doesn't feel good. You've cleared out your bank account and now you have another item in your already cluttered wardrobe, silly. Now, here to help us get control of our shopping emotions and live with less is relationship expert Dr. Nikki Goldstein. Help!
I think I still need help on this one myself. I'm still trying to get it right.
You know what? I've seen your wardrobe. You do need help too. Look, I have a concern because I've been looking at this handbag online for some time now. It's very, very expensive, and I know I'll love it, but I'll also have to be a little bit deceptive with how much it costs to the husband. Not good. That's going to make me feel bad.
See, I feel like that's a completely different issue about shopping infidelity. We're hiding things from our husband.
That's a real thing.
But, when it comes down to women in general, I think we all joke that we're a shopping addict. We all joke that we shouldn't be spending that money on those shoes or those handbags. But what we actually need to look at is the underlying issues underneath that.
Yes.
And that's what I did with the shopping diet, because I got to a point where I had
a shopping diet?
a 6-month shopping diet. I had a bad relationship with shopping because I was using it as a coping mechanism. And when we look at all the different types of behaviours we use as coping mechanisms, they can get very dangerous. Now, of course, this wasn't life-threatening, but I would get this anxiety because I'm thinking, I'm wasting time, I'm wasting money that I don't afford to have, can't afford to really be spending at the moment. Why am I doing it? And it's that cycle that's short-lived, and then you're back at it again.
So that brings us to the next question. How do we manage that?
Well, first of all, you've got to set a realistic goal. So for me, it was 6 months. I felt that was something I could... that it's something that I could do and something I probably needed to work out my relationship with buying things, my coping mechanism issues. So you've got to make sure that that's realistic because you don't want to blow it out to the fact where you're continually failing and then feeling bad.
So would you recommend going cold turkey, or do you just sort of wean yourself off?
Never shop ever in your life?
But like for 6 months, or do you just make boundaries, like I will only go into a shop rather than online? Or...
Well, you set rules for yourself that I think it's really good to share with other people, because you've got to keep yourself accountable. If you're out with your friend having a coffee and you duck into the shop, your friend needs to know that the only thing you're allowed to buy is cosmetics that you've run out of, which was something that I put on my list.
Okay.
If I ran out of a mascara or
Did you end up going, I need 6 now because I need to buy things?
You really have to come up with rules that are appropriate for your life to be able to really have a look at this, whatever period it might be, to be able to work out, well, what can I do to swap out the tangible with the non-tangible?
So that's forcing you to look at your habits.
Yes.
And that can be quite confronting.
Very confronting.
It can be. And, that's the challenge of this, is it started off as, I think, a bit of fun. I thought, well, let's see how much time and money I can get back. And all of a sudden, I was confronted with this idea of, hang on a minute, Nikki, you're shopping when you're stressed, when you're anxious, when you want to celebrate something. And really, is that bringing you any good to your life, or does it just bring more anxiety and more stress into my life? The more women I speak to realise that they have the same thing going on.
It's a lot of self-reflection, right? So to sum it up, it's setting a goal and a list of rules.
Yes.
Asking a friend to buy you something, maybe.
You need
Keeping
generous
yourself accountable and declutter, right?
Yes.
Get rid of, because less is more, right?
And there's such a good flow-on effect that when you can start to clean out your life physically, you then have more brain space as well to start focusing on what's going on. So when we're analysing why we're shopping, it's really important to be decluttering our mind and our physical world as well.
Oh, that's bliss.
Isn't it? Thank you,
And good luck with it.
We need
It's not
luck.
easy.